I really haven't thought much about it, and all that stuff got determined and decided during the season, and I'm not thinking too much big picture during the season. But I just go back to before the announcements were finally made. It's going to be different, and there was no way to please everybody, I don't think. And certainly this is going to seem really, really strange and different. I think probably to everybody, both sides involved, and it's probably unfortunate, but again, I just don't know. We would have been saying the same about another game probably if this one had continued.
Does it place any extra emphasis on the trophy this week, or anything for the players, the rivalry, that it'll be wherever it is for 3 years?
I don't know. I mean, to me, the game's important regardless, and if we weren't playing for a trophy, it'd still be very, very significant and important. So, all it means is that trophy's going to sit somewhere for a little longer, but I don't think anybody's going to be thinking about that on Saturday.
There's been a lot of talk about how strong Wisconsin's offensive line is. I guess when you look at the film, what specifically makes them so tough?
I mean, first of all, they're gigantic. That's first. That jumps right at you. That's a major difference between our two teams. I mean, their size compared to ours is, it's a pretty significant difference. But more importantly, they're good. They play well, and they're veteran. And they've been together quite some time. They've made a change at the one tackle spot, but all in all, that group has been together for a long time. They've played very well together, and that's part of offensive line play. Good offensive line play is cohesion and just being able to react together. And these guys do a very nice job, and they certainly have a good understanding of what they're being asked to do.
What's the challenge going from keying on a guy like Denard Robinson in Michigan's running attack and now going to a more straightforward downhill running attack?
Yeah, it's a totally different preparation, certainly. And but that's football. I mean, next week it'll be something different, or maybe not next week, but the week after. I mean, somewhere, you get my point. Every week it is apt to change, and this is certainly a big departure from what we saw last week. And you just have to make those adjustments and try to really practice well that week. But again, we can't simulate the size and the strength that Wisconsin has. We can't simulate that in practice. We couldn't even do it if we put our starters out there against our best defense. So, it's one of those things. It's tough. But we had the same problem last week.
The defensive line has been around together about as long as their offensive line. Is somebody who I would imagine is a connoisseur of line play? Are you kind of looking forward to how that plays out?
Yeah, if we do, okay, I am. But your point's well taken. I think you're looking at two units that are veteran and experienced, and they both had good experience. Experience is one thing, but Wisconsin's had a lot of success with this group. And we could say the same. I mean, our defensive line's played pretty well for a period of time now. So I think as a fan, it'd be really a point of interest, and it's an interesting matchup.